Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of June 13th. Now Aries, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Aries. Now I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot as well as the Spirit Song Tarot. There are links to both of these decks in the description below if you'd like to purchase them for yourself. I also would ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Go ahead and put this up here, and then I'll also take 3 of these Spirit Song Spirit Song Tarot cards to clarify as we go along. So, Aries. So taking a look here, this is a big message here of, I have to say, first and foremost, I have to say, for the entire month of June, and, even heavily in May, there's been a theme around walking away from situations that don't work. This has been prominent in the majority of my readings. Doesn't matter what sign you are. You certainly here are also doing that in this, at least my opening thoughts here, the first 5 cards. You are certainly doing that. You are certainly letting go of something from the past. This could have been, some of you may have given to a situation without really expecting something back, or you may have given to a situation where there may not have been an equal exchange of give and receive in the past, okay? And while you didn't expect to be you didn't expect there to be reciprocation, some of you are fed up with it, and some of you have decided to move on from that. And this could be relationship, this could be work related. But the lack of reciprocation here is something that you are moving past, is what I feel like saying. Now, let's just get right into it. In the overall message here, you have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is really for me, it's an amazing card, because the 8 of Cups to me speaks on empowerment in one's life. This person here is taking an empowered step forward. And in fact, they are ready to let go of the 8 cups behind them that are empty, and instead they're embracing a better timeline for themselves. They are taking an empowered step towards the fulfillment of a wish, which is the 9 of Cups. They are really taking a healthy action, right? They're showing up for themselves. They're not waiting for somebody else to sort of walk away. They're walking away. They're doing it, and this is ultimately helping them, as hard as it may be. And for you, this is just so prominent in this reading, this idea of dropping the attachments of the past and letting the situations that are holding us back go, letting those go. You have this Knight of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles here in the past. So the Knight of Swords is really a card of swift action. In fact, this is potentially an event that happens in your life so quickly that you barely even have a chance to catch your breath or to really even gather your thoughts. It does ask you to seize the day and take advantage of opportunities. However, this can also come forward as impulsivity towards something. And it's possible that for some of you, you have given to a situation here. And the reason being is you can see that this person's giving, right? They are giving pentacles away. And, the thing is, you can see the scale that they're also holding. This talks about financial karma. This talks about this idea of that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. However, sometimes in life, when we give, we also need to show up for ourselves. And sometimes we need to give back to ourselves, right? We can't always be giving to other people. And it's almost like with this Knight of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, it's almost like some of you have given to a person or you've given to a situation impulsively, or just like without really taking your needs into consideration here. And I think that this theme is changing with the Eight of Cups in the middle, where like you're now saying, all right, I'm done doing this. I'm moving on from this. And whatever's been going on here, I feel like there's balance that is sort of being, there's a strike, the strike of balance is sort of happening here in this reading. You're striking a balance is what I've been trying to say here with this Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's the end of give with no reciprocation from another person or a workplace even. If you've been promised money, the Six of Pentacles does say that there is good financial karma around you, where there could be, that promise could be delivered. In the future, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. This financial promise absolutely could be delivered. If somebody did make that to you, by the way, which I think maybe some of you are dealing with here, because you have the Six of Pentacles in the past, this could be coming in. You can see that the hand here is offering a pentacle out. This could represent a gift of cash. Some of you could have a debt that's repaid. What's interesting here is you're dealing with another problem. It's like one thing is being solved here with this Ace of Pentacles, and another problem is coming forward here with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can talk about potentially a loss in one's life, being defeated somehow. It is a challenging energy. However, the Five of Swords, it's important to understand that the Five of Swords is a totally recoverable loss. It's not like the Ten of Swords, which is something that's completely done. You can totally bounce back from a Five of Swords energy. So I'm not concerned about that, especially because we have you here with these three middle cards, the 6, 8, and 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is you like making major moves for yourself. This is you showing up for yourself in a big way here. And so I'm really not concerned about these end cards. I do think that they're just sort of on the peripheral. Right now, they're sort of on the perimeter. And it's like, I feel like some of you are just kind of dealing with some other things. But at the same time, you're solving, you're creating solutions here. You're solving solutions to problems here. So let's get some more details on this. So you have the Two of Wands. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and you have the Magician. Okay, so really love to see this here. We now see some seeds growing in your life here with the Seven of Pentacles. You can see that they have this harvest here that they're ready to take. You can see the bush here that they've planted a long time ago is providing them with pentacles. And as you see that they have the tool here in the ground, they're kind of looking out to the horizon here, looking out to the distance and thinking, should I take this now and move in a new direction in my life? Which we see you doing with the Eight of Cups. Remember, we said you walking away here, moving in a new direction, going somewhere new, trying something else, going for something here. And it's almost like maybe some of you are going to invest your time and or other resources into something maybe for yourself. Like it's possible that some of you are starting a business, or it's possible that some of you are making a purchase, making a sale. It's almost like there's something going on here where there's like a shifting or a rebalancing of money and accounts is kind of what I'm feeling for some of you. Some of you may not resonate with this, but it is possible here that there's a long-term situation that you're walking away from, and this is where the rebalancing is happening, because the Seven of Pentacles is about long-term financial situations or just situations you've been in for a long time, whether that's a marriage, whether that's you've been working, you've worked for the same company for 10 or 15 or 20 years or whatever it is. It's like a long-term situation here. Maybe you've owned a home for 20 years, whatever it is, right? And it's like some of you here, it's like there's a change showing up here on the board. You have this Two of Wands, which is you deciding, right? This is you choosing between two paths. I do see that coming forward for you very clearly here. I think some of you are taking a step back and like reframing your situation, or sort of kind of changing your situation in some ways here. You have this King of Swords, which is really somebody who is potentially a subject matter expert. This is a boss figure. This is someone who really is quite good at what they do. And, this is somebody who is, kind of knowledgeable, not really somebody that will take an emotional interest in you, but will help you get from point A to point B. You could just be taking on that quality for yourself if it's not another person showing up here. Taking a sort of balanced approach to a situation. You have the Magician as well. The Magician is a major card of manifesting. It's a law of attraction card. It says that you have all of the tools not only on the table but within yourself to manifest something amazing into your life. And the thing is with the Magician card, which sometimes gets lost, is you have to take action. Okay, manifesting is not just sitting on your couch and, saying an affirmation, 9 times a day. It's doing all of that, but also taking action and, alchemizing something into your life, which is, positive thought and action. And so for some of you, this could be coming forward. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and take these 3 tarot cards. Okay, so you have the Page of Crystals, which is the Page of Pentacles. You have the 4 of Feathers, which is the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups, which is the 2 of Shells. So very nice energy is coming in here. Page of Pentacles, definitely big money here, or big financial kind of themes playing out for you with the 7, 6 of Pentacles plus the 2 of Pentacles, and now we have the Page. Ideas and discipline is kind of what's the keywords that they use for the Page of Pentacles, but it can also represent that your prospects in life are looking good generally. You have this 4 of Swords, Sanctuary and Rest. It's a major card of rest and recovery, meditation, recuperation from a situation. And then the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Shells, which is the 2 of Cups, Union and Harmony. It's a very good card, the 2 of Cups, because it's like the best love card from my perspective to find in the tarot. But at the same time, I see you walking away from somebody here. It's possible that you meet somebody on your path or on your destiny or on your journey as you do that. But let's get some more details on all of this. So you have, so you have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands, and you have the 2 of Cups coming in once again. So now we have the 2 of Cups kind of coming back in here. Definitely heavy energy for partnership showing up in this reading. 2 of Cups is, like I said, 2 souls linking up in this lifetime. In a more business, finance, career situation, this can be around you partnering up with somebody to, create a project or create a business or go in on a business together. That could certainly be the case for some of you here. At this time, because we see you walking away and starting something new here with this Ace of Pentacles. We also see potentially if there's been money owed or promised to you, potentially that coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here as well. In the past, you have this 10 of Pentacles, which is really a card of empires. It's a card of building a legacy. It's a major energy of abundance. It's the last card in the suit of Pentacles, which says that you can, enjoy the sort of work that you can enjoy the sort of work that you've done to go through the entire suit of Pentacles, to go through the entire journey of the entire material journey. It's a major card of, abundance and good fortune. It can represent money being passed through generations. It is possible that some of you are dealing with an inheritance. I think that's going to be a smaller amount of you. And then you have this King of Wands. There's probably a larger amount of you here that are a little bit entrepreneurial, or you're looking to become entrepreneurial here with the King of Wands. Remember, I don't attach gender to the cards, so you can take on any of these cards for yourself here. But the King of Wands is a classic entrepreneur in the tarot. This is someone who prefers to be in business for themselves. And they also, if they do work for somebody, they don't work a dead-end job. They always work a job they love to do. And so I think some of you are moving in that direction. You're moving in that King of Wands type of direction here. Let's see what else we have. So you have the Devil and you have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so some of you have, there might have been a situation where you felt entrapped by another person by there's this very kind of negative story I'm getting in my mind here around somebody owing you money and not paying you back. With this devil energy or something along those lines, or some of you have just some of you have worked for somebody for nothing almost, or you've given a whole lot of time and energy to a company for not a whole lot. And it's this energy of like entrapment. Well, that's closing out for you, okay? That chapter is closing out, no doubt. And I definitely feel happy for you in that regard, because you have the Ten of Swords, which is something that's completely done. And I like it because you have it here next to this Devil energy, which is, for some of you, you're just dropping that, okay? You're ready to move forward. You're taking this empowered step forward here, as we've talked about with this Eight of Cups energy. At the top of the pyramid, major success. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a big victory in one's life. It's exceeding expectations. It's really going for something, and it could even represent public recognition. It's the second win in the suit of Wands. It says all of the research you've done here with this Two of Wands has built up into a kind of a bigger win. And yeah, so I definitely like that for you. It's definitely a major energy of victory and good energy at the top of the pyramid there. On the bottom, you have this Ten of Wands. We have another 10 showing up here. We have 3 10s in this reading. 10s in tarot represent completions. That is for sure. There is a chapter closing out. There is a cycle closing out here, and it's because you've decided to walk away. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.